Alright everybody, welcome back to another NCDT production with your host PoJ-Gamer. That'd be me. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And part of the reason that I stopped playing Modern Warfare and Warzone, we'll actually play that footage on the front of the desk this morning. We'll probably play it several times over and over. Only a little under 9 minutes, but anyhow, those of you that have PS4 and want to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War this weekend, the alpha version is going to start preload today at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is going to be about 11 p.m. or a.m. My time, and I have a updates. Here are the different time zones. Usually any kind of updates or anything they roll out 1 p.m. my time. But they're going to let everybody preload this a little early so that it goes live on the 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which again is about 11. Excuse me. So we will probably my bot didn't work there. Maybe it's update. Depending on what time we get up, tomorrow morning we may not actually do the death show. We may just go straight into some Cold War Alpha tomorrow. 10 a.m. Pacific. So if they're at Pacific 8 a.m., let's say 10, 11, 12, 1, that's 3 hours difference from us. So it's 8 a.m. their time. So that'd be 3 hours difference from us, at 11. So that should start preloading here shortly, within the next 45 minutes or so. It may not be exact at 11 a.m. our time, but be real close. So we'll give a big shout out to Meet God for being the first one here this morning. Appreciate it, dude. How are you doing? Of course, I already know you're doing good. So we did a little chatting while the stream was starting up. But we appreciate you coming by, man. Hope everything is good for you and the family. Tonight is our scheduled night for trivia on Twitch tonight, but we have this massive storm. Looks like it's heading our way. I don't know if it'll actually be passed through by that time, so there may be a cancellation or a postponement till the following Thursday. At any case, during these trivia nights that we have a set trivia date set up, like I say, for this Thursday to tonight, if for whatever reasons we can't do it on that night, we will do it on the following Thursday. We're going to start doing it at least once a month. Tonight, of course, being the movie trivia. So, trying to stress that you guys definitely show up for that. Awesome. We've got a bunch of movie quotes already set up. I just think it's going to be interesting. So, anyway, back to the alpha. During the PlayStation 5 reveal yesterday at the halfway point, a little over halfway point, they showed some gameplay of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. At the end of that clip, they announced that the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha, play free 9/18 to 9/20. The alpha will be available for PS4 players regardless of pre-ordering the game. It's open to all players on PS4. No PS Plus required either. PlayStation owners can also get a taste of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer through an exclusive alpha weekend, complete with multiple modes, maps, and a preview of the create a class and score streak system. Preload, of course, begins September 17th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time. The alpha kicks off on September 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, and is set to conclude on September 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Preloading of the open alpha will begin on Thursday, and it's 25 gigs. Not a very big file, so shouldn't take many of you guys long to download it. Rephrase that. Let's see. Black Ops Cold War Alpha will feature the multiplayer mode playable, giving fans a chance to give Treyarch team feedback on the game ahead of the game's open beta incoming in October. The launch on November 13th. Unfortunately, for Xbox and PC players, there will be no alpha publicly available. Xbox and PC players can get a chance to get their hands on the game with the open beta, which arrives on October the 15th, in early access for pre-orders on October the 17th, as an open beta ending on October the 19th. So, there you go. We'll go ahead and roll this footage on the bottom of the desk here. At one time, we may actually pull that up full screen to show it entirety. So it's been a while since I played Modern Warfare, Warzone, Ground War, any of it. I've been wanting to play the mode that was leaked, which was called Zombie Royale. Unfortunately, that hasn't come through yet, and it may still be in the works, but I haven't heard anything else about it other than that one post. And that was from data miners picking through the files. So with that being there is a big chance that everything they found so far has been there. Whether it's Season 6, 7, or where, but Season 6 is coming soon, so kind of got my fingers crossed that it'll show up then. So I decided to play a little bit of the reinfected Ground War, and of course played some multiplayer as well. But this game footage is of my reinfected Ground War. Don't remember exactly which match this was, second, third, fourth, whatever. Played it 2 days. This is on the second day, and of course things were going good. I thought. I mean, I'm not a pro player, so I don't get a lot of kills, I guess you could say. I am somewhat of an average player, I guess you call it. I try to have fun, try to enjoy the game, but these two guys here just basically insisted that whoever was in that particular lobby was not going to have fun, though they were the only two that were going to have fun. Didn't realize what was going on until a little later on in this video. I don't really pay attention a lot of times to the kill feed. Now if I'm playing multiplayer, I try to pay attention to that kill feed to see, if I see a teammate go around the corner and all of a sudden I hear bullets flying, I try to see if that's a teammate that died, or an enemy that died. So I really don't pay attention to the kill feed a lot. That's part of my, I guess you could say, a problem. So you should always pay attention to the kill feed. You should always pay attention to that mini map when you can, and still be able to play the game. But you also want to have fun. So after I finally die that first time around, I spawn back in. I notice everybody's heading to this one spot. I figure these guys are at the top of the hill, and they've got claymores and whatever set around them, protecting them. And anyway, I'll let the actual game footage show you. I hope you enjoy this little bit of footage. Again, we're going to be playing this again multiple times. So sit back and enjoy this one. Like I'm hearing it twice. Using music like it's playing twice. Like I said, here comes the footage we were talking about right here. You'll notice on the right hand side, I think it's just one person to start with. But it ends up being two people glitched into the side of that mountain right there. The sad part about it is their teammates basically had enough and they don't want no part of it. They end up quitting and leaving only those two in the lobby. Yeah, cheating bastards, exactly, dude. And appreciate that typo this morning. I'm not sure what happened there. Appreciate you helping me correct that. I tried everything I could possibly think to do to get them out of that glitch. And once they get in the glitch like that, there's pretty much no getting them out. I don't know, maybe if I'd had C4, I could have thrown it on the side of that mountain right there and maybe done enough damage to blow them up. But the guy ends up getting Juggernaut inside that mountain. He's just spraying with that, I call it Gatling gun, but either way, he's just spraying with that thing. And they just keep running around feeding him kills. They end up with over 100 kills apiece. As you'll see, I don't go back down there. I do try to figure out a way. I even throw my knives trying to get them, see if I can make it stick, catch them in the hand or something. But have no luck at it. There you go. There's the part I was talking about. I'm gonna pause it here for just a second. I don't know if you guys can see that name or those two names. But they did get reported. They got reported for cheating and glitching. I haven't heard nothing back yet. Of course, you guys know that in the Modern Warfare, they have a, I don't know, I feel a pretty decent way of actually reporting people. And they're in-game will let you know what has been done. I'm hoping they'll actually send me an email as well, but I haven't heard nothing yet. I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to do anything. But if they want to see proof that it was these two guys glitched in the wall, or in the mountain, excuse me, I think I got enough proof that these two were the ones that were in that wall. But several of us have said, a couple of them made comments. It's available for download starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time today. Will be playable tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and continue this footage and let you finish watching these dipshitiots glitch the wall here. Yes, it's free to PS4 players. PS Plus is not required, but you can start downloading it today at 8 a.m. excuse me, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is 11 a.m. my time. Calculate whatever your time zone. If you're in Eastern time zone, that'll be about 11 o'clock this morning. I ain't quite sure what these guys keep thinking. They're thinking their knives are going to cut through that rock, but once they got in that glitch, there's no getting to them. I mean, that's what I thought. You know, if I could catch them with their hands far enough out that side of that mountain, that, you know, if I could hit them, you know, then I can infect them and get them out of that wall. But it's sad that the two had to get in there. They had to have been buddied up. They had to have been partnered in a party chat, whatever. They had to know each other some way. For both of them to have been in there. We're just going to continue to run the same video. Don't forget to hit that like button before you leave out of here, phase flags. If you haven't already left. Wow. That's weird sounding. I went ahead and muted at PS4. That don't sound right. Not sure what's wrong there. Anyhow. Let's see what else we got here. Of course, if you guys didn't check out the new PS5 reveal, might want to go do that. They've even got a Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War campaign trailer. Looks pretty awesome. Black Ops Cold War, excuse me. Bullet penetration will be the same for all weapons. Well, for weapons in each group. Damage flinch redesigned to not affect aim in Black Ops Cold War. But like I say, the two main ones, of course, is the ability or the availability to play the alpha. I don't know if you guys remember, you know, some months back, we started talking about the alpha and the betas, and you know they let us play alpha on Modern Warfare, and it was a big, you know, questionable if they're going to let us play alpha on this game. So my wish, I guess you could say, come true. We're going to get to play the alpha, and we're also going to get to play the beta. So that's going to be pretty awesome to give us all a little taste of what the game's going to be about and how the gameplay actually is. Unfortunately, some of you guys, including myself, are feeling the effects of this last Hurricane Sally. I think it's a depression now or whatever, but it's not a hurricane. It's done, broke down from the hurricane, but it's still moving through with some massive rains, winds, and so forth. So any of you guys that's in the past, including myself, I know Boss for Life, it's set to come pretty much right over his town. So if it's heading your way, be safe, take cover, whatever you need to stay safe. All right. Let's see if they've got anything new in Warzone while we're playing this footage, waiting for others to come in. See, that was 2 days ago. The Modern Warfare and Warzone Season 6 start date. That is set to Season 6 in Modern Warfare and Warzone will begin on Tuesday, September the 29th. Also gonna see what that tourney is all about. Still nothing on what the actual season will include. There doesn't look like there's any new information on this one as well either. Activision files cease and desist letter against another cheat manufacturer. I would like to know what kind of cheats they were actually using, or what they were actually building. Were they building PS4 and PC, or what, Xbox as well? But wow. They've been shut down completely. Suckers. Yep. They have been shut down completely. Their site is now unavailable. Xander, hey, how are you doing? Xander McFarland. What's going on? Welcome to the stream this morning. So that's pretty good. That they're doing their best to stop these cheaters. They're not going to stop them all, but they're doing, I think, an excellent job. Trying to stop these cheaters and keep the cheats at bay as far as on their gaming systems. So, unfortunately, be ready for the Cold War. They're going to be out there in full force on it, trying to set up new cheats. I'm really hoping, I don't know this yet, but I'm really hoping that they give us the ability to turn off cross-play in it as well. Because I will not. I will not do cross-play. I will not play in the same lobby with mixed consoles and PC players. I have nothing against either one of them. I just think everybody has their place, and they should put it back the way it was. PS4 on their servers, Xbox on their servers, and PC on their servers. Now basically they're throwing everybody in the same servers, and it's just clogging up the system. I know you guys have probably seen at nights. It just seems like the game is so laggy. It doesn't play right. Now that's part of it. I just don't think they got their shit together when it comes to crossplay. They should leave it alone and put it back the way it was. That's just one man's opinion. But crossplay is now becoming a thing. Everybody's doing it. There's some games that only have crossplay between consoles, Xbox and PS4. There's a lot of sites or a lot of games now that are crossplay for all platforms. I just think that's the hugest mistake everybody is making right now, is thinking that it's safe to put PC players in the game. It's not. It's not. PC players actually can put programs on. They can actually get in the game and then initiate the program, so the cheats are not detected during the load up of the game. Now, Activision, has put a better, I don't know how you use algorithm system or whatever they're using to detect cheats, modifications. If it's a constant thing, then they'll catch them either way. But they can load the game the same way with using the mouse and keyboard. Load your game up with your controller, and then simply switch to the mouse and keyboard after you get in the game. People are using the mouse and keyboard on consoles to give them that advantage of an exceptionally better gameplay. And I've talked to several people that are actually planning on going, PC all the way, especially on the new titles, new games. I don't know. I don't think Blizzard and all them are doing as good a job as what they used to as far as catching cheats. I'm not saying I could do it any better. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not doing anything. I'm just saying that they've got to stay on top of this. They're spending more time with other things. I know, progress must go on. Games continue to be built and made, whatever. And that's their revenue, making games. So I just think they need to do a little bit better job, a little tighter job as far as trying to detect and stop these cheats. It's rough. But now I really like the fact that I'm seeing this, that CX cheats are down. Trying to see if I can find anything else. Wow, they were really going all out. See if they got everything took down. Yeah, it looks like they've even got their Twitter page took down as well. Morning, Sass. What's going on, man? Their camp in the house. I just went and checked the CX Cheats site where Activision issued a cease and desist on them creating their cheats for Modern Warfare and multiple other games as well. They have since been shut down. Working? I hear you, man. Be safe, you know that. I was going to try to see if I could see what kind of cheats. For what system? I know they're going to do it for all systems, but I'm just trying to figure out what kind of cheats they actually had to see if some of the stuff that I'm seeing in the gameplay could be related to some of these cheats. Camp explained to me yesterday about the PC players with that 144 hertz. You haven't run into any cheaters, into hardly any cheaters. Well, I mean, some of the things that I am seeing in my gameplay, especially during even Black Ops 4, some of it I feel like it's still a little bit of aimbot going on. I don't see many people doing the drop shot stuff like I used to, years ago. There's still a few that occasionally I'll see do drop shots. That's not a major thing. Drop shots, it's a decent skill. I mean, if you can do it, you can manage drop shots like yourself, then by all means do it. With a standard controller, switching your setups around a little bit and learning it, drop shot can be done. But I haven't seen much of that. I haven't seen any jitter mods. The one thing that I seem to be seeing a lot of is what appears to be aimbot. We've actually seen it in the kill feed. The main thing that I see is people that are finding these exploits and exploiting them. Black Ops 4, about a month ago, we were playing a map, me and GiZmO, or GiZmO and I, let me say my properly, GiZmO and I were playing on some Black Ops 4, and somehow the guys or person, whoever it was up in the walls. Couldn't shoot them, couldn't get them out of it. So of course we just avoided that area. Somehow he was able to, I guess I better say it, they were able to actually move from multiple positions up in the wall. It was kind of weird. But the bullets were physically coming up out of the floor, and at one time they were coming out of a wall about 15 to 20 feet up. And there was nobody there. Similar to what was going on here, you could see the bullets coming out of the side of the mountain. Know there was somebody there, and then of course the kill feeds. Basically, they just got busted. They got caught. And the guy or the person on Black Ops 4, they got reported as well. That's something I don't like. I don't do it myself, and I think that takes a very low person to have to resort to cheating or using exploits to glitch in. If you're not good at the game, go find a game that you're good at, instead of doing something like this and ruining that game experience for everybody. I mean, it got so bad that the guys actually left. Their entire team left them. The entire team left. Left them two right by themselves. Charlie, what are you doing, boy? The only reason I didn't leave is because I wanted to capture the footage. And at the end of the match, of course, I wanted to be able to report them. It took me a while to actually find them. Gonna come by as I was looking for the names in my list. Let me know. Sometimes it takes a couple of minutes for them to actually show up, and it did. But I finally was able to find both of these names. Thought I had paused that, but it was still running. Anyway, pulled up big full screen. I don't know if you guys can see it on your mobile devices, but these are the two names. I'm gonna position over a little bit better so I can see if I can. Actually, I can probably read it on my PS4 screen better. I hope to never see these two guys' names again. The AK Kitties and Obesian or however I don't know how to pronounce that name. I mean, but as you can see, I died 3 times total. I got 2 kills and died 3 times. You can start downloading the Alpha Cold War at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. You'll have to calculate whatever time zone you're in. If you're in Eastern time zone, that'll be 11 a.m. today. And you'll be able to play it tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Download starts today at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. You just calculate whatever your time zone is. Appreciate the sub. I appreciate that. It's going to be awesome what I've seen of it. One of the first things that I'm going to actually play is the campaign mode. I mean, after beta weekend and alpha weekend. But when I actually get the game, that will be the first thing that I do is go through the campaign.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good one. Enjoy that blunt. Guess I need to put that picture. Let me get that picture. I will post that on the front of the desk for the times. I don't think I would get in trouble for doing that one. That's what we're gonna do. Save image. Let's go over here and we'll put this where the desk is. What do you mean network's not discoverable? Why did it turn my network settings or change them? Go lay down. Go. Where someone lay down. Like he's probably already made a mess some damn where. Just a second, I'll get this thumb over there. Actually, their picture. I did not create this picture, but this is the actual picture that they have. So we go back and get the hold down folder. Alright, so what a PS4 is it? What time exactly could I play Call of Duty Cold War or Cold War Alpha? That will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Sorry about that screen change. I hit a button on my keyboard over here. Yes, you can download it starting today at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time and play it tomorrow. What the hell is going on with my quick changing scenes? We'll set this up in front. You guys can see the alpha dates. Alcatraz coming to Warzone? I haven't heard any rumors about that. I don't see why they would bring Alcatraz to Warzone. They already have the prison. I haven't heard anything about that. But yeah, I haven't heard anything on that. I mean, Alcatraz is already in Black Ops. I mean, Black Ops 4, whatever. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about Alcatraz coming to Warzone. Did hear from a couple of people Alcatraz rumored to be coming, and it may be. Like I said, I just haven't heard anything about it. You hadn't eaten until last night. Well, let's see what I can actually do. Pod leakers claim blackout Alcatraz map coming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this website's actually affiliated with Activision or not. The Modern Warfare site, but I'll be able to tell here in just a second. We are no way affiliated with Activision, so yeah, the site has no affiliation with Activision whatsoever. Alcatraz and Blackout coming to Warzone? So, Treyarch did the Black Ops 4. Okay, so and that was by Infinity Ward. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening with them being two separate manufacturers. I mean, in Treyarch done Black Ops 4, and Infinity Ward done Modern Warfare. It was supposed to be the other company doing Modern Warfare, but you know they got snatched. They snatched it out from under them. I mean that's just my opinion. Now it's said on Charlie Intel's site that Warzone is going to be on Call of Duty Mobile soon. But I don't know, dude. I don't think they'll do it. I've been wrong before. You know that. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that I've been wrong. Be the second to admit it. Be the first and the second to admit when I'm wrong. But with, you know, now, I don't know. I mean, I know they're going to put a menu in the Cold War to where you can get to Warzone. And it might be that they're going to be putting menus to where you can get to the multiple, where you have access to you to go to. I don't know. I don't see that working either. I mean, they're two separate game manufacturers. They own the exclusive rights to certain things. I know it still goes through Activision, and they may have the final say. I don't know. Charlie's gonna eat up. He's gonna get mad over here. I know. Hot and something over here. It's hard to say, especially since Warzone and Cold War are going to be linked. The Cold War characters will carry over to Warzone. Well, yeah. And I know it's really hard to say at this point. The only bad thing about hello, Mr. President. Well, I'm president of the NCDT, but yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. D&D, sir. Good morning, sir. Wishful thinking on my part, probably, but time will tell. Yeah, definitely time will tell. I'm not saying they're not going to do it. I just think it's highly improbable. I just don't think they will because of they're two different gaming companies. We already know that Black Ops 4, Blackout, and Alcatraz, and they're not going to do anything different to the Blackout map or the Alcatraz map. I mean, they might seasonal make changes, but as far as putting in Cold War an option to go to Blackout, an option to go to Warzone, I don't see them too. I see an option to go into Warzone, but then that's Treyarch, Sledgehammer, that are working together, Treyarch and Sledgehammer, not Infinity Ward. For the Cold War. Excuse me. Got a 2-pound external hard, or 2 terabyte external hard drive coming today from my PS4. I hear you. I hear you, dude. Good shit, man. So Warzone will still be a Modern Warfare on Black Ops Cold War game. You'll be able to access the Warzone. Yes, you'll be able to access Warzone from within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I don't know when they're going to put that feature in, but they are going to put it in the game to where you can access the Warzone from within side of Cold War. Again, I don't know when that feature is going to take place. Sure, it will be after the main launch. I don't think we'll see it during the beta or the alpha, but they have set in several posts that was one of the things that they're doing. They're trying to build this one great big massive community of PC, Xbox, and PlayStation players all in one large community. You can start downloading it today at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'm not sure what time that's going to be for you, but it'll be 11 o'clock for me, which should be starting any time now. But yes, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which would be 11 a.m. my time. How do you pre-download it? It won't let you. All right, that's one of the things we're going to go look and see if we can figure out right now. We're going to actually go look and see if we can figure that out right now. It didn't say where it was going to be available at. I can only assume that it's going to be in the store, so let me dig into that and we'll find out right quick. Error occurred. Alright. It looks like they may be having trouble. I tried to do a search on, what's up, Trump? It says add to wish list, search up the full game. There it goes. I keep getting an error. It won't even let me search. Alright, let's do a shutdown restart on the PS4. Restart PS4. For some reason, it's not even letting me search. I keep getting an error every time I enter a search. Let's see. See what we're gonna do. The web search on it. Let's see. Oh. Blog PlayStation. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. LCPL Summer Generation Global. PS Plus subscription not required. Let's see. Do pay attention. Do apologize for not paying attention to the chat if there's anybody chatting right now. Preload is planned to begin September the 17th at 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. BST, ahead of Alpha's scheduled launch September the 18th. Download the free Alpha at links below for your respected regions. Yeah, on the website, it is stating that add to wish list. So let me go see now what I can find in my PlayStation. It's now rebooted. So Discord. All right. Now, is that directly off the PlayStation Store, D&D? You found it looking in your pre-orders? PS Store? Right. I don't have a pre-order. I don't have a pre-order section in my PlayStation Store. I don't see that feature. I don't see a pre-order section. I hear you, Steve-O. Morning, Tread. Hang on, dude. We're finding it. We're gonna find this. I'm not sure what D&D is seeing and what I'm not seeing, but there. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So what you got to do is go to your PlayStation Store and come down to where it says Games, right below the PSVR. Go to Games. Come down to Pre-orders, and there is your alpha right there. Okay. So tell you what. Hang on. Let me put this full screen so you guys can actually see where I'm at. Right now it's 11:22 in my area. I'm gonna go back all the way to the beginning. I'm gonna go to the store. All right, so go to your store. All right, so when you get to your store, come down to games. Click on that. Come down to where it says pre-orders, and it's the very first game in the list. And there you go. Simply click the download. And it has been added to my downloads. Will be playable tomorrow. It says it's only 18.44 gigs. They said 25 gigs, so cool. I like that. I like that picture they got there. You got it? Cool. Cool. Anybody else need to know the directions on how to get to that? Simply go to your PlayStation Store, go down to Games, click that, go to Pre-orders, and it is the very first game in the list. You got it too? Good. Good. Now, I'm not saying this to be, ugly or rude or nothing, but hey, we're the only ones that's getting access to this. 7 hours. It won't be 7 hours once I quit streaming. 18.4 plus 10 updates before the launch. Not on alpha, Steve-O. Not on alpha, man. They won't do that to us. They'll get to play the beta, the open beta. Open beta is open for everybody: PC players, Xbox consoles, PS4 and Xbox consoles. So on open beta, everybody will get to play it. Yeah, I found it. Cool deal, man. Thank you, D&D. Appreciate that, D&D. Legit Death and Deals Gaming. Thank you for that, helping us find out where the actual download is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Left at Albuquerque. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying too, man. My champ. That's the one. Discord again. I seen the video when you just posted. Yeah, I seen that. And I thank you. I do thank you for that. Legit Destin Deals Gaming. Thank you. Appreciate you helping us find the exact location there. Appreciate it. Anybody else new in the chat wants to know where you get your download for Alpha, please speak up. Easy to find. I figured it was going to be somewhere close to the front of the PlayStation Store, but they kind of hid it in the pre-order section. So, but it's there. It is there, and once we get it downloaded, we'll be able to play it tomorrow morning. Depending on what time we get up in the morning, we may actually be playing Call of Duty Cold War versus the Death Show. Excuse me. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Stranger things have happened. I mean, D&D was voted into the crew somehow. Yeah. I know somebody else that got voted into the crew here. Kind of questionable. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, not you, D. Wells. Now, evidently, you deserved it, dude. You and Adriana both were the last two voted in. Nah, this is somebody way back. This is somebody way back before your time, D. Wells. Morning, sir. How you doing? I won't say names because I'm not in a legit crew. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to play with run games with the legit crew. So I will never badmouth none of them, even if they're in it or not in it at this point. So, but yeah, I mean, hell, Stunner might even admit to that one. What an OG. K3, what are you talking about? I feel like we can trust D. Wells, don't you guys? Throw your wrench over there, D. Wells. You didn't find the download yet, D. Wells? Do it. You want me to go through the process step by step and show you where it's at? Right here on the screen? Be glad to, man. PlayStation Store, go down to games, click that, and then do pre-orders. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna do a live screen so you can actually see the full screen step by step how I get there. So you click your store. Come down to where it says games. Once you get there, Stunner can't even admit that he dilutes his alcohol. Alright, once you click games, you'll notice another menu opens up. Go down to where it says pre-orders, and it's the very first one in the list. The very first one in the list. They said it was 25 gigs, but it's not. Thank you, D&D. Yes, big shout out to D&D. D&D takes. I give all credit to D&D to how to find the game. D&D is the one that actually found it originally. So D&D is the one that found it, and then he showed me or told me how to do it. So I give all credit to D&D too as far as finding it. I'm doing good, Julie. How are you? Sacrilege. Yeah, exactly, Tread. No diluting alcohol, man. No diluting alcohol. Let me. Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. 2 terabyte. That's not a bad price, dude. I think my 4 gig was about 100. That's not a bad price there, D&D. It's called a mix. Yeah. Just woke up, meds are still working. Well, how are you doing, man? I know you've we won't go into details on the stream about what's happened to you, but just to see how are you doing, man? What's the cost of the pre-order? It depends on which version of the game you pre-order. You got a 59, a 69, and an 89. I think it was. I owe $90. 90. I think it's 96 and some change altogether for the Ultimate Edition, Julie. PS4 exclusives are dumb. Well, kind of. I mean, I see a lot of people thinking the same. You know, back when I was on PC, send you a pic in Discord. You talking about of your hard drive? Is that what you're talking about? D&D, the hard drive? Yeah, that's not a bad price, dude. I don't remember what it was I give for mine, but mine's a 4 terabyte. I think it was about $90, close to 100. That's still not a bad price for a 2 terabyte. Price a 2 terabyte SSD drive though. Do that for me, D&D, while we're sitting here talking about it. Price a 2 terabyte SSD external. Be sure you're sitting down when you hit the search button. Just say it. Yeah, Julie, I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, it really, I guess, Julie, it really depends on what version you want to buy. I wanted to go ahead and do the Battle Pass, so I dubbed the. We're talking about the Cold War Alpha, an actual Cold War itself. Exactly, D. Wells. Man, and I hadn't played the game in quite some time. The last time I had run the game, me and Sir Camp allowed me to run a few games with him one night, and I hadn't played it in a while. So when I finally go back to play the game, that's what I run into. It's just, it puts such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't care if I play Warzone ever again. Well, Ground War. Let me rephrase that. Ground War. I was going to get the 4, but I just went to the 2 as I might be getting the PS5 Christmas. Yeah, Dad and I will be getting the digital version. I hear you. Well, now I wouldn't put a standard drive on your PS5. Yeah, D. Wells, it's dumb. People got to resort to glitching, cheating to get score, man. It's sad. It's really sad. But now, yeah, D&D, I would not put a standard hard drive on a digital version PS5 or standard PS5 because they're going to have SSD hard drives in them. They're going to be digital hard drives in them, and if you put a standard hard drive on it, it's not going to work right. 2 terabyte SSD external. Make sure you put the letters SSD. I mean, it depends on how many games you plan on playing on the PS5. You're going to need an external hard drive on them. I mean, they don't even have a terabyte hard drive in them, and a lot of us have terabyte hard drives on our PS4s, and we're still having to put external hard drives to put all the games we want. I know we can't play all the games at the same time, but I do too. D-Wells, I got a 4 terabyte on my PS4. This way I don't have to uninstall a game just to update a game. You got 8 on yours? Nice. Price an 8 terabyte SSD, you'll fall out of your fucking chair, bro. I priced an 8 terabyte the other day, man. I swear I about fell out of my chair, man. $1,300. You might can find it a little cheaper somewhere else, but I'm telling you, the SSD drives are very, very expensive. I think that's what you said, Julie. 2 terabyte. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. But I mean, it'll work on the PS5, I'm sure, but it's just going to slow shit down. It's just going to slow your games down. I don't know, man. It may not even work since your USB. I mean, it's probably not going to be fast enough. It'll probably, again, it'll recognize, but I don't think it'll actually play right. Because everything on the PS5 is going to be so much faster than what that standard hard drive is. You're going to have to buy a new hard drive. I honestly think, I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but I would not put a standard hard drive, external hard drive, on a PS5. You're going to need to go to a SSD drive. You're going to have to go to that digital hard drive. You can probably use it, D-Wells, but it's going to slow shit down. I mean, think about the data transfer. If you look up the data transfer capabilities of a standard hard drive versus an SSD, I think it's just going to make things so slow that the game's going to be crap. For a 2 terabyte. See, that's what I'm saying, D&D. For a 2 terabyte SSD drive. I mean, it'd be worth trying, but again, like I say, the speed difference between a standard hard drive and a digital hard drive is just like, it's like digital hard drive speed, standard hard drive speed. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like having a 5-gallon bucket as your SSD and a gallon bucket as your standard drive. It's just not going to transfer as fast. You'll have to have multiple, and the speed just won't work out. To really get a PS5 set up good, you're looking about $1,000. That's just my opinion, what I've been pricing and what I've been looking at. For the PS5, whether you go with the standard edition or the digital, I'm going for the standard because I want the disc tray. And then to get an external hard drive. Because all your PS4 games are backwards compatible. They will play on that digital hard drive. So, yeah, me going to PS5 is not anything in the near future. I mean, I hate to say that like that, but I just don't see me being able to do that. I like to buy a car for $1,000, you know. Don't need one, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, hell, $1,000, man, that's 2 months rent and groceries. So, as long as my PS4 is going to play, I'll have to play it that way. Now, I did order the Ultimate Edition of Cold War just in case, and when I do get to go to the PS5, just bought your truck for $1,000. See what I'm saying? I mean, you can buy a vehicle for $1,000 versus a damn a PS5 setup. If you go with the digital, it's what, $4.99, $3.99, and then the standard is $4.99. There's $500 for the one I want, and then another $300 for an SSD drive. All right, go to your PlayStation Store, Brian. Go to your PlayStation Store. Go down to where it says Games. Click Games. And then go down to where it says Pre-Order. It'll be the very first game in the list, as I'm showing on the bottom of my desk down here. What's up, Kool-Aid? Beta is done. Yours is downloaded. Hey, D&D. Fight it. You and your fast internet. Fight it. I'm doing good, Kool-Aid. I'm doing good, man. Oh, you good, man. You good, man. Don't worry about it, dude. Hope you're doing all right today, man. I'm glad to see that you made it out of the storm all right. A lot of news clips showed a lot of damage in Florida. Open beta. That starts on the 18th. What were those dates again? I gotta switch screens here. Hang on. Let's see. All right, so PC players can get a chance to go hands-on with the game with the open beta, which arrives October the 15th. If you pre-order it, early access, you can start on open beta starts the 17th. Early access is on the 15th. Sorry, my bad. Early access is on the 15th for PC players, and open beta starts on the 17th. What sucks is you're not even going to be able to play because of your hand or other reason. I'm fearing that the damn weather's going to mess me up, guys. I'm already fearing the fact that the weather's going to mess up our trivia tonight. Yeah. Well, hopefully, and I know this is saying a lot, but hopefully it'll be well enough that you can play the beta when it comes. But if not, by November, hopefully by November, you know, when it does finally release, everything will be right. I know it sucks. I mean, and the bad part about it is not wanting to watch nobody else play it because you don't want to see, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. By November, you should be good. Cool. I'm the type of person that if a new game comes out, I don't like to watch a bunch of people play it before I get to play it because then it's a kind of a spoiler. It's like campaign mode. I wouldn't want to watch somebody else do the campaign knowing I'm going to try to play the campaign. Now, multiplayer is a little different. I mean, I would still watch people that I would normally watch, you know, even if I couldn't play it. And I have. Hell, World War II, when World War II come out, I couldn't play it to start with. It was a month later after it come out before I could actually get the game. And, you know, a lot of people know why, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I watched several people, and that's part of what kept me going back then. To be able to have somebody to watch, interact with, and I'd have probably went crazy back then. But campaign mode, man, that is, I mean, that's a big spoiler alert to watch somebody else play the campaign before you get to and knowing you're going to play it. I mean, once I start the campaign, I'll understand if a lot of people don't come watch. if they haven't already played it or they're not going to play it, or they're planning to play it. Excuse me. You have the same as I did. Yeah. Well, see, when Call of Duty World War II first come out, me and the wife was in the hospital. We stayed in there for 39 days. Have the same chair? Probably. Thanks to D&D, Miss Lou, and 420 the Stunner, they helped me get this chair. Awesome group of people now. I'm telling you, you definitely you definitely got an awesome family there, man. The legit crew, man. Awesome group of people, dude. Now, when I first met Stunner, I know he was skeptical about it. He didn't know me. It's hard to type with one hand. I know what you mean. Yo, Mr. Brady, what's up? But yeah, when I first met Stunner, he was skeptical. He didn't add me to the friends list when we first started running NASCAR. Actually, it was Lugnuts that added me to his friends list, and he would do the invites. It was a month or so even down the line, before Stunner actually let me send him a friend's request. So for them to, open their arms, so to speak, and let me be a part of their gaming nights, I feel honored. It's an awesome family there, man. Brian, did you find the game in the PlayStation Store, or are you done gone? Took you a bit too. Yeah, Cody, has anyone got the alpha downloaded? Yeah, D&D's already got it downloaded, but you can't play it till tomorrow morning. D&D said his is already complete, but you cannot play it until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is 11 a.m. for my time. So we might be doing Cold War instead of Death Show tomorrow, and we might do a mix-up. We might do the Death Show on Twitch and start off with the Death Show, and then move into the game. So I don't know yet. We're just undecided about what we're going to do there yet. You gonna get your little brother to play for you tomorrow? I hear you, dude. You're on holiday? I hear you, dude. Well, I hope you enjoy your holiday. Be safe. When you get back, if you're planning on doing the Modern Warfare, or excuse me, Black Ops Cold War, it'll still be there. How long are you gonna be on holiday, man? Sure, he doesn't have the beta. Well, that was the other thing I'm hoping too, D Wells. I'm hoping that they're going to offer beta codes for us to actually give people the beta codes that way they can download it. Same time zone, but it hasn't showed up, the alpha download yet. Alright, I'm going to show you one more time. Hang on here. Are you at your PlayStation, Cody? Oh, it's going to be lit alright. Alright, so what you want to do, I'm going to just go to my... Alright, so what you want to do is go to your PlayStation Store. Click on Store. Come down to where it says Games. Click on Games. Come down to where it says Pre-orders, and it'll be the very first game in the list. Ragav, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. What am I going to play? We'll be playing Alpha tomorrow morning. We don't play no games right now, not during the Death Show. We're going to start playing some games later on down the line, but today is definitely not a good day to play games. Everybody is so hype about the Cold War coming out. You're welcome, Cody. Thank you again, D&D, for that. Now, we do play games on Twitch. Today on midday stream, we will not be doing a Twitch midday stream because I have to run across town for my wife. Normally, Rabbit Daddy would do it, but Rabbit Daddy's not going to be going out in this kind of weather. So I'll have to do that for you. But there is my Twitch link. If you want to follow me over there on Twitch, we do games almost every night, at least 6 nights a week. Mother Nature does hamper with our gameplay sometimes, but we do most of our gameplay over on Twitch. Now, hopefully starting next week, maybe the week after, we're going to start doing some games during the desk show. We did try that one day, and the first thing people ask when they come in, where's the desk? So, I don't know. Sometimes the desk it gets a little slow sometimes, and there's only 1 or 2 people in there watching. There's not much more to talk about. Instead of ending the stream at an hour and a half, I would prefer to do something such as play a game to keep the desk going, to give it maybe 3 to 4 hour streams. I don't like doing 1 hour streams. I will do my best to never do a 1 hour stream. Am I the orange? No, I'm not an orange. What's up, boss? Stay safe, boss. It's coming right for you, brother. What's up, Battle Mech Boy? PoJ said I allowed him to play. LOL. Anyone in my list can play. It just fills up fast for whatever reason. I didn't mean that in no bad way, Camp. I hope you didn't take it that I meant it wrong. I just feel honored to be able to play with people. Damn, I said that all wrong. I feel honored to be able to run games with people. I am not a very good player. You guys have seen my KD. I'm an average. I'm below average on most of my games. So I just feel honored to be able to run games with people. So I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm glad you got it. But I say it the same way when I run with Stunner. They allow me to run games with them. They don't have to let me in. The same thing with you. You don't have to let me in. And I appreciate it. It's raining cats and dogs and very windy. It's going to get rough, boss, before it gets better, man. You're not a good player either. I beg to differ, man. I've seen your gameplays, D. Wells. I've seen some of your gameplay. D. Wells is not lying. What do you mean, boss? What do you mean, boss? Which side? Put it on the orange side. I can see actually what I'm drinking out of. His brother is better. Damn. So what version are you planning on getting, Julie? I've already pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. I want to try my hand at the Battle Pass. I see that, man. Boss picks on everybody, though. If Boss likes you, he's going to pick on you. I have done seen that. Hell, we were playing a fishing game one night, and he was taking his fish, smacking the shit out of D&D with it. So, evidently he likes D&D. What's best? Are you planning on getting a PS5 later on down the line? Can you be mod? No. Not until you're here for a while. It took D Wells about a month to get mod. He just now got mod today. I've been knowing D Wells for probably a little better than a month, and he just got mod today. So it takes a while to earn mod around here, bro. If you're planning on getting a PS5, at least get the middle version. That'll give you access to the PS5. But if you'd like to doing the battle passes, the tiers, and all that stuff, I'd say go with the 99 one, the ultimate. Ain't lying about my brother being better than me. Oh shit. Well, at least you're admitting it. Hey, the biggest reason I do the mod for is to keep my bots from timing you out, or you come in here and type the wrong thing. You might put a word in period and then another word right behind it, and it thinks it's a link. Biggest reason I do it for is to, keep my bots from timing people out. I know you're a good person. You wouldn't be in the legit crew if you weren't a good person. And like I say, I've seen your gameplay. I've heard you on your streams. I see you in people's streams. So you're good in my book, man. You probably get the middle one. Well, at minimal, I would do the middle one because of that. I thought about doing it too, but then, for the money and in the battle pass, I didn't do the battle pass on Modern Warfare because I didn't have the COD points. I really didn't see spending the money on a game that I felt was getting broke more and more each time I played it. So if I start off with Cold War with a battle pass with the 20 free tier skip, then I should be able to earn enough COD points to purchase the next battle pass and keep going that way. As long as the game ain't broke, I'm going to play it. My personal opinion, I recommend the Ultimate. All the way around. Hands down. Because you get all the extras. I don't necessarily care about the Woods character, but I got him, The reason I would recommend the Ultimate is because you got that full package. You get the Battle Pass in it, you get the tier skips, and you get access to the both PS4 and PS5 games. So you don't have to buy it twice. Also, the middle one, you don't have to buy it twice either, from what I understand, but I'm crossing my fingers too, D. Wills. I swear I am. I mean, Modern Warfare was a good game to start with. We played the alpha, we played the beta, and then we got the game launched. At first, the game, I loved it. And then it's the cross-play shit. To me, that ruined the game. It was like 77... I can't remember that number. It was like 77 million? It was a huge number of people that got banned. It was a huge number, and it was due to the crossplay, PC players. And I am not knocking PC players. All PC players are not bad. All PC players are not bad. Some PC players actually play for real, You can ask a question what you want to ask, Battle. I started out on PC too. I agree, D. Wills. Crossplay with PC or PS4 and Xbox, the two consoles. Well, it's soon to be 4 consoles, but yeah, console crossplay I think would be okay. I mean, there's still abilities to be able to cheat on the PS4 with thumb drives. They got thumb hacks, and you could use these on Xbox as well. I'm not saying this is a hack, but you can put a hack on a thumb drive, install it on your system, and run the hack from the thumb drive, and never installs on your PS4. So I want to ask why people say Xbox is better than PS4, because they both have that type of problem. Well, people have different opinions, Battle, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna sum it up in as smaller words as possible. People are saying that the Xbox is better because of the 12 trillion operations that it can run at one time. PS4 has only 10 million, or excuse me, PS5. The Xbox One or Xbox X series has 12 million trillion. PS5 is only going to have 10. People are saying the Xbox is better because they like Microsoft. People say Sony's better, or PS4 is better because they like Sony. So it's really a difference of opinion. If you've had to deal with Microsoft like I have all my life, you wouldn't like Xbox either. That's just me. But everybody has their own taste. Everybody has their own opinion. And Xbox people love Xbox. PS people love PlayStation. So I won't play Xbox because I don't like Microsoft. I have to deal with Microsoft with my computers, and that's as far as I want to go with it. You have Xbox next to PS4? I mean, the controllers are offered to me. Exactly, boss. It's a loyalty thing. It's preference to what people like. It's like, good example, Hunt's ketchup versus Heinz ketchup. My wife hates Heinz. She'll eat it, but she hates Heinz ketchup. She likes Hunt's ketchup. So people that like Xbox like it because it tastes good to them. People that like PlayStation because it tastes good to them. I started out on PlayStation. I started out on PC. I went to PlayStation. I did dabble Xbox with a couple of friends, but the controllers is what got me. I could not get used to that thumbstick being way up here. I couldn't do it. Just like a type of a car or truck you get, or the name of a TV. Exactly. When you can go out and buy an expensive Pioneer TV or some fancy TV, and you can go out and buy this Emerson that does just the same thing. You've always had PS. Well, that's me. When I went from PC to console, it was PS3. In fact, I've still got my PS3 sitting over here. I've got an Xbox 360 in the back that somebody gave me. It's the controller that I couldn't get used to. I mean, even the PS3 controller, to me, is better than the Xbox controller. I should go to the bedroom and get one of the Xbox controllers. Like I say, I can't get used to the thumbstick being way up here. I like the thumbstick being here where I'm used to it being. And I also change, on all my games if I can, I change my fire to R1 and my ADS to L1 versus R2 and L2. My lethals and tacticals are my L2 and R2s. So I always switch my R2, R1, R2, you know what I'm saying. I always switch my R and L buttons. You like PS3 because free online? Well, that was me too. It took me a while to go to PS4, dude. PS4, better software, more friendly type of system. Xbox, more sort of games, and more better hardware. I wouldn't say more better hardware, and I wouldn't say better games, but again, that's a difference of opinion. Again, if you've had to deal with Microsoft as many years as I've had to deal with them, you might feel a little different about them too. One thing that put me off the PS3 is how they were hacked. PS4 is coming too, brother. PS4 is already jailbreakable. When I play PS3 now, I play with people I know, or I play like single player modes, campaigns, stuff like that. I don't like going into public lobbies on the PS3 because of that, like you said, the hacking shit. People have broke the PS3. Like PlayStation because of the exclusive games, because I never played Xbox. Well, I've been a gamer probably 30 years of my life. I'm not saying I'm a good player. I'm just saying I've been a gamer probably 30 years of my life. People think of it's the anonymous. But I think different. See, there you go. You have a different opinion than other people or some people. Uncharted. Yeah, we were looking up games. In fact, he was. I think he's got banned now since. But there was a guy come in and was basically telling me that there's as many games available for PC and Xbox and PlayStation. If this game was available for PC, it's available for Xbox and PlayStation as well. That ain't the same. That ain't the case. Sometimes, and a lot of times, there's games available on PlayStation only that never make Xbox or PC. Same thing with Xbox. There's Microsoft exclusive and there's Sony exclusive. So when you have a Microsoft exclusive game, it's going to make Xbox and possible PC. When you have a Sony exclusive, it may not go no further than Sony, which is PlayStation. So each of them have their exclusive. Each of them has their good points and their bad points. You know, Uncharted and Last of Us. Oh. You ain't going nowhere yet, are you? Okay. Don't be trying to venture out in that shit. We'll go in a little bit. How about mobile? We mean like Call of Duty mobile or mobile games in general? Most of the mobile games that I've seen, hang on a second. Most of the mobile games that I've seen are also available on other consoles, or PC as well. I don't do a lot of mobile gaming, but I know that mobile gaming is definitely getting bigger and bigger. Xbox got Halo and Gears of War. Yep, that's why I played. Oh, excuse me. That's how I was able to play Halo on PC, because it's Microsoft. Well, not manufactured, whatever, but you know what I'm saying. That was one of the things when I was a PC player. I could sit back and think, and I don't remember the games in general. The AMD will. I do remember many times thinking, I really wish that game would come to PC. And it never made PC. You have been locked out of your Xbox for like 5 months now? Wow, what's up with that, man? You never liked Halo? Halo was alright. I mean, I never played them, only on my school laptop. Forgot your password. Well, you could go through Microsoft Xbox. You can go through and get your password back if you know your email address. Sorry, all the way. Okay, I got you. Yeah, what good news? What good news is that, Battle? You're Sony all the way. You're Sony all the way. Yeah, okay. Already did better now. I used to see my little brother play those games all the time. Never caught my attention. Back to work, boss. Be safe out there, man. Definitely be careful out there, boss. Waiting on Battle's good news here. Your brother had Xbox, but now he's on PS4 now, right? I mean, we talking about Joser? Like I said, the only Xbox I ever had was Give to Me. Gotcha. PCs, because of the RTX 3000s is out. The RTX 2070 card can do 1080, 2K, 4K is now very cheap for what it can do. Excuse me. He knows what's better now. I hear you. Excuse me. I mean, I have several Xbox, subscribers here on YouTube that come in and, they tell me right up, straight up, that they're Xbox players. They'll always be Xbox players. They like Xbox. We don't have no heated discussions that, Xbox is better or PlayStation's better. Everybody has their own preference. But as far as, the specs on the Xbox X versus the PS5, the Xbox X will be able to handle more at one time than the PS5 by 2 trillion. Looking into going to PC. I don't think I'll go back to PC. I really don't think I'll go back to PC. I mean, if it works out, I am actually trying to save up to get a PC, but it's not really to do a lot of PC gaming. It's just for a various few. I could probably put every game that I want to play in just one hand. Most of them always want to say their system is better. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's just like me. I pull up to the stoplight and I'm going to say, yeah, my car's better than yours. You want to find out? You know what I'm saying? Xbox, they're going to say, we've got the best system in the world. Sony, they're on stage. We've got the best system in the world. So, yeah. That's how they get, what's that word? Promotional ads. That's how they promote themselves, is by saying, hey, we're number one. Hey, but think about it. If you're number one, you got that bullseye on your back, too. They're always going to be coming for you. You've got to always stay on your toes to new technology, constantly advancing, constantly upgrading. If you don't, your competitors are going to just surpass you. They're going to go right past you and leave you sitting in the dirt. Same thing with your cars. And then my brother, at the time, he had a 72 GTO, and the guy had like a $10,000 or $12,000 Camaro. And he was boasting and bragging, and finally one night it just happened, stoplight to stoplight. That $10,000 or $12,000 Camaro was left in the dirt. Well, the next day the guy's excuse was, well, my carburetor was a little off. Bullshit. You're always going to complain about something if you get shown up. Sony's the same way. If Sony gets shown up by a competitor, they're going to have a comeback. Same thing with Xbox, Microsoft. They're not going to acknowledge they got showed up. You know what I'm saying? They're just too big. They don't care. Let them go ahead. We'll have something new in 2 months. We'll have something new in a week or a month. You know what I'm saying? So those big competitors like that, they're not really competing with each other. They're competing with the rest of the world. They can't nobody touch them. Tribes Vengeance, Tribes 1, 2. Tribes 1 and 2 is the main one. I want to try playing Tribes 1 and 2 again. I played it recently, but the system that I got just doesn't play it very well. It's a very outdated system. It's about 12 years old. No. I don't know. It's about 8 or 10 years old. So it's very outdated. The onboard video, can't upgrade the video on it. Don't have room in it. So it's maxed out on its memory. It's pretty much maxed out, period. And again, I've repaired it twice, and it's still running. So I need a new PC just because it's outdated, and it's, like I say, I've had to fix it twice. So, but those are the only two games in particular. Tribes and Tribes Vengeance. I think Tribes was actually an early 80s, mid 80s game. First person shooter. Awesome ass game. Loved the shit out of it, dude. I played that. Well, me and Gizmo and I, we run that game so much. He was #1 in the world that year. You have a 20-year-old one and it's set on fire. Come on, a PC? Your PC caught on fire? Damn. That's pretty bad. You get that thing hot enough to catch on fire, bro. What were you doing with it? What were you doing, trying to hack the world? Got that thing hot, man. I was picking about hacking the world. It was not posting. Oh, your dad did too? Okay, so you looked into it and your dad did too. Would you ain't got a Tim the Toolman Taylor dad, have you? All right, I'm reading this sentence by sentence. I'm waiting for the punchline here. Look back and there's smoke. Yep, sound like you got a Toolman dad. He tried to beef it up, didn't he? Imagine if you could actually hack the world. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. That's another one of them deals where you'd have a bullseye on your back, brother. I've always had the ability to. You back, Kool-Aid? Welcome back, bro. I've always had the ability to strike back at hackers that tried to hack me. And I've had them try over the years. I've had several different things been thrown at me trying to hack me. Not just me in general. Trying to hack a system that I might have been on. It didn't end well for them. I'm not saying I'm a Billy Badass, don't get me wrong, but it didn't end well for them. You support Anonymous? They teach their own, man. Teach their own. I've learned how to DDoS and stuff like that. Be careful. If you DDoS somebody and it comes back to you, you can get in some serious trouble. Because, yeah, just be careful doing it. I only do stuff to people that do something to me. I mean, if somebody was to attempt to try to hack me, I'm going to throw a couple of rounds back at them and it'll be pretty much over. I mean, I've got a few years knowledge. I used to run my own internet company. I've worked for internet companies over the years. I know a thing or two. You want to be a hacker? Why would you want to be a hacker? There you go. Use it against people who threaten you. Protecting yourself, protecting what's yours. Well, alright. Do this, Battle. I don't know if there's any particular names out there. Melissa Virus is one of them. The guy that actually created the Melissa Virus, it's been about 25 years ago, I guess it was created, give or take a year. You don't know where he's at no more. He disappeared. He was a hacker. What happens, and that's where I was fixing to go with that. What happens is if you become a hacker and you hack the wrong person for whatever reason, good or bad, you can get in trouble and you might disappear. I read a story about 10 years ago, 12 years ago roughly, that a guy was just browsing along the internet and he run across a site that had a hole in it, had an exploit that was able to be accessed from the outside world that should not have been. So he accessed that section and posted some kind of note, text file, some kind of file, but basically let them know that they had a hole in their system. They sued him. He went to jail for trying to be the good guy. Be careful, dude. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Not always being the good guy is the right thing to do. And again, like I say, he was trying to do the right thing and show them that they had a hole. Hello. How are you? Now, say for example, I'll give you a good example of how I would handle it. If I found out that the PlayStation had a hole in their software, I wouldn't say a damn thing. I wouldn't use that hole, but I ain't saying shit. They'll find out. They'll put a patch on it. The next software system update, they'll fix it. I would be the one that would actually get in trouble for trying to help them out. Hey, you got a hole in your system. This can be done or that can be accessed. Well, how do you know this? Then the next thing you know, I'm pulling time in Leavenworth. If you have a wireless camera with no password, there is a website online where you can view people's random cameras. Yeah, I know. Did you also know that your smart TV can be accessed via that same kind of shit? If you have a camera on your laptops or your computers, yes, it can be accessed from the outside world. But your smart TV that has cameras on them can be accessed from the outside world and you never know they're there watching you. Meds time? Alright, D. Wells. I don't own a smart TV yet either. I will eventually one day have one, but the very first thing that's going over that camera is a piece of black tape and paper. Put a piece of paper over the camera and put black tape over it. And when I'm not using it for watching any kind of internet type shows, it'll get unplugged from the internet. I got a Roku. I know some of you guys probably know what the Roku is. A Roku is basically an adapter that makes your TV smart TV. Your hand was starting to hurt. I hear you, dude. I can imagine the pain, dude. I've had several pains in my life. I don't think I've ever had that done to me. I know I haven't never had that done to me, but I can imagine. My wife lost her leg, so yeah. I know it's got to be rough, man. But yeah, the Roku is basically an adapter that makes your TV a smart TV. When I'm not watching it, it gets unplugged from the internet. It does not stay online. I will not leave it online. Okay, so where are we at? 2 hours. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna get off the cam for a second. As a laptop, she was scared it was gonna get hacked, so she downloaded an antivirus, and I was like, "You need a Von?" Well, antivirus won't keep them from getting hacked. A VPN. A VPN. Yes, virtual private network. That's a real good way to stay out of trouble. But again, a lot of hackers use those VPNs as well, so they can't get tracked. So, VPNs can be good and bad. So, be right back, guys. Okay, that's fine. We're back. Okay, so is there anybody else in here that needs to know where and how to download the alpha for tomorrow's alpha launch? We'll take that as a no. You what? You have a Wii? I've played one, but I don't have one. I've never owned one. I've had the Ataris, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PS3, and PS4, and then, like I say, Xbox 360 that has never been online. Never owned a PS2. I would like to have a PS1 and a PS3, or a PS2. I would love to own a PS1 and a PS2. I don't care about how many games. I mean, a couple of games. Never had the Xbox One. I've had, like I say, the only Xbox I've ever owned is the 360, and it was because it was given to me. The only reason I got it. That's what you have had. Like I said, I would still like to get my hands on a PS1 and a PS2 that actually work, and I can find a few games for them. Because, like I say, I have a PS3 on right now, so I'm not gonna flip it. You had all the PS. Well, some might be your mom's. PS1 and 2 were the best. I'd like to see how the PS2 played. PS1, I'm sure, is going to be like a dinosaur to me compared to what we've been playing PS4s. But I'd still like to have one, and eventually I might get one. Keep checking the pawn shops. I'll find one eventually, but I just got to make sure it's at the right time to be able to get it, and then get a couple of games for it. I know a lot of people that play And it's like this adapter I've got where I can play my PS3 and the PS4, and I can actually stream both PS3 and PS4 at any given time. How much for a PS2 and a lot of games? Like a cabinet of games like GTA, San Andreas? You probably live too far away for me to even price that, dude. I'm looking for something. I'm a poor man. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I'm a poor man. I'm unemployed. I'm an unpaid in-home caregiver to my wife for the last 3 years. So I don't work. It's not something I could just go, okay, I got my paycheck this week, I'm gonna go buy a new game. It don't work that way for me. You probably live in the UK, don't you? Where you live, man? I mean, you ain't got to be specific. Don't take me the wrong way. I'm not trying to. Yeah, UK. Well, it's how you said. Might have been your mom's. I don't mean nothing by that, but that led me believe that you might be in the UK. Sadly, not Russia. I hear you. I got nothing against the UK. D&D. You want to drink? Well, how old are you? I thought people in the UK drank at a fairly young age anyway. And I don't mean nothing bad by that. I'm just the what I've heard and what I've read and stuff that I've seen. Um, People in the UK and other countries. Again, I'm not picking on no specific country. Wine. Have you heard of people living to a very old age from drinking wine? Yes, I have. Have you heard? I have heard of people dying at a young age from drinking alcohol, not necessarily wine, but it was they made a simple mistake while drinking alcohol. Either drank too much, got alcohol poisoning and died, or drank too much and got behind the wheel. Wine equals French. Well, I know the grapes, especially like the purple grapes. I'm not sure about the white grapes, but I know the purple grapes have a very good. Um, it's something that's very good for the human body. Um, huh? Antioxidants. Okay, antioxidants. Vodka equals Russia. I can't do vodka no more, man. Me and vodka don't. We're not friends no more. Me and vodka are not friends no more. I used to be real good friends with vodka. Tequila, no, I couldn't do tequila either. Nah, I couldn't do tequila. That's so close to white liquor. Me and white liquor don't like each other either. Or maybe it's white liquor that just don't like me. Tequila is the same way. Tequila don't like me. I drink some E&J every now and then. That's about as far as it goes. You talking about tomorrow or the rest of the day? I'll stream again tonight. We've got a trivia game that we're planning on doing on Twitch tonight. I just don't know if the weather's going to let me do it. But I will be streaming the Cold War Alpha tomorrow on Twitch. 17th of October. I'd have to look at the calendar and see what date that is. If it's a Sunday, no. Hang on, let me. Calendar. More than likely, though. That's a Saturday, so yeah, more than likely, as long as weather permits, yeah. We stream 6 days a week. We, huh? What? Yeah. He was asking whether I'm going to be streaming 17th of next month. And you'll be here on your birthday? Huh, next month your birthday. Well, hopefully I'll see you again. Coming around. Like I say, I do things on Twitch as well, so um, remind us again when it's your birthday and we'll give you a big shout out, man. PlayStation players are so lucky that PlayStation can afford to pay Activision to get early access to Cold War Alpha. See, that's where you're a little wrong. And don't take this the wrong way, dude. That's where you're actually wrong. It's not PlayStation that's paying Activision. It's where they're partnered. They're partnered together because Xbox and Activision couldn't see eye to eye. So Activision and Sony are partners. So therefore, when Sony gets a new PlayStation, such as PS5, Activision is already playing on the PS5. Thank you, D. Wells. Oh, I see what happened the first time. You spelled it wrong. Okay, I get it. All right. Sony and Activision are partners. Yes. Yeah, you could probably say they're married. I mean, see, the military. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a game out there called. I'd have to look it on my system. It's on my system. But it's a military training game. Hard to type with one hand. Hard with one hand. Hard to one. Yep. Hard with one hand. I got it. All good. I appreciate that, D. Wells. I thank you, man. There was a military game that come out that actually trained our military. It was one of the games that they put them in, and they were getting their consoles from Microsoft. Well, for some reason, Microsoft wouldn't do it no more. They were done with them. They didn't like the deal that the military was trying to do, or whatever it was. So then they moved over to PlayStation, and now they offer the game on PlayStation. America's Army. America's Army is the name of the game. Alright, everyone. Much love. Catch y'all later. Peace. D. Wells, thank you, man. Keep your head up. Stay strong, man. Stay positive. And take care of yourself, dude. Be safe out there. See you soon, man. Looking to start a fight. There's a guy at school and he's looking to start a fight. So he's going to get one. If he's looking to start one, he'll get one. Well, we're going to do the same thing, D. Will, Julie, Battle. Guys, I really appreciate everybody coming out today, but I've got to run across town. I've got to do something for the wife. The last time I had to go at him. Well, dude, if he comes at you and he's looking for a fight, give it to him. Don't back down. And I'm not saying get yourself in trouble, but you can't let people run over you. I hope to, Julie. I really hope to, and I hope tonight's trivia night actually happens. We're going to try to start that around 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight on Twitch. Weather permitting, if we don't get to do it tonight, we'll postpone to next Thursday. NCDT stands for North Carolina Dream Team. North Carolina Dream Team, NCDT. So, but yeah, with that being said, guys, I do appreciate everybody that's come out today. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the views. I really appreciate it. Today has been an awesome day. I look forward to seeing a bunch of you guys out here again tomorrow for the alpha gameplay. I'm not sure if we'll actually get up early enough to do a little bit of death show and then move over to Twitch and do the alpha, or we may just start out with alpha from get-go. But we will be playing some alpha, weather permitted. Weather permitted. I've got to say that. Mother Nature has got the final say here with this storm coming through. Is it the same time? Yeah, should be the same time. Should be the same time. It launches tomorrow at 8 a.m., which is 11 a.m. my time. And right now it's 12:41 p.m. You have to go to school. School first. Definitely school first. So it'll probably be after school before you get to see any of the gameplay. But again, if you've got a Twitch channel, make sure you follow me on Twitch. D-Wells put that Twitch link in there, but we're going to throw it in there again. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll throw all of our social. There is all my social channels. For you, it's 5:40 p.m. Yeah, let's see. 11 would be 1, 2, 3. It would probably still be right after school, or right about the same time school lets out. I think you're 5 hours ahead of me, right? Your school is starting an esports team. You're from the UK. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Esports has come a long way, man. Esports has definitely come a long way. And if I don't go ahead and do this, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be sitting here running my mouth for another hour. So, guys, I appreciate it. And that was a weather alert that just popped up on my phone. So I know the weather's getting bad here. So we've got to go ahead and get this took care of before the weather traps us in the house and we can't go out. Hope to see you guys soon. Your school ends about 12, which is when the alpha comes out. Let's go. There you go. Well, I hope to see you guys. I hope to see you guys. Remember, I'll be on Twitch tomorrow playing alpha. I will not be playing the alpha on YouTube. The only reason I will not be playing the alpha on YouTube is because of copyright notices. If there's any game sounds, music in the game, YouTube will copyright notice me for it, and I will not do that. So I will be doing my alpha gameplay on Twitch. The link is in the description. It is also in the chat right now. Hope you have a good day too. Stay safe. Remember, yeah, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all the support. If you're new, please subscribe. Turn on notifications so you're notified for the next stream or upload. Be sure you check out my latest glitching cheaters caught or exposed. I think you'll enjoy that video. And I hope to see you guys soon. Stay strong, stay positive, keep your head up, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.